have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
I'm just here to talk.
Of what?
The Deep Roads.
We're interested in getting into the Deep Roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pounce-a-Lot. He hated the Deep Roads.
You had a cat named Sir Pounce-a-Lot? In the Deep Roads?
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a Genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
So, you came to Kirkwall just to escape the Wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no Warden outpost, no Darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
I've always heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
I need to know how to get into the Deep Roads. You can tell me, willingly or not.
Don't threaten me, boy. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
We'll get to the Deep Roads ourselves.
Wait. I have a warden map of the depths in this area. But there's a price.
I'm part of an expedition to the Deep Roads, and I'll pay to find an entrance.
If I wanted money, I've been going about it all wrong. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested.
I'm part of an expedition into the Deep Roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted Deep Roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Help my expedition reach the Deep Roads, and I'll do whatever you need.
You don't ask for my terms. What if I were asking for the Knight Commander's head on a spike?
Is that what you ask?
You decide.
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend. A mage. A prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Karl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Mages fall to demons. The Chantry can't trust them with the same freedoms as normal men.
You are a mage yourself. I feel the power in you. How can you say that? Never mind. I do not seek debate, only your aid. And who are you to decide that how the Maker created me isn't normal? Now, will you aid me or no?
It certainly isn't superior.
Would equal be too much to ask for?
You're asking the wrong person, mage.
I doubt the Divine would agree with that.
The Divine is only a mouthpiece for the Chantry. The Maker does not speak through her.
What, you teach the Templars their own faith? They seem pretty devout.
He doesn't speak through you, either.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
Letting them do as they please is hardly a better path.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
How do you plan to break him out of the gallows?
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Karl a message to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Maker willing, he'll be there, alone. But if there are Templars with him, I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Karl Thekla. He was sent here from Ferelden. when Kirkwall's circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the circle into a prison. Mages are locked in their cell, refused appearances at court, made tranquil for the slightest crimes. I told him I would come.
Are these accusations true?
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
I will not make this deal sight unseen.
It's all right here. But you don't see one page until Karl is free.
As if the Templars need another reason to hunt us.
These are my terms. If you want my aid with your expedition, meet me in the Chantry tonight. I have sent word to Karl to be there. Make her willing, we will all leave free men.
I would help any mage in such circumstances, map or no.
Now you're just trying to get on my good side.
Better make this good. We're risking a lot if we anger the Templars.
Oh, that's all. I might just take my chances with the Darkspawn.
If we fight the Templars, it is because they decide that anyone who befriends a mage deserves death without questioning.
Doesn't fighting them prove their point? They don't need more reasons to hunt us.
As just as his cause is. It scares me. I don't want to give the Templars another reason to hunt us.
I saw Karl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be... made an example of.
No!
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
You will never take another mage as you took him.
Anders, what did you do? It's like... you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
This bastard ratted you out to the Templars.
He wasn't himself. Being made tranquil takes away everything human inside you. He wasn't capable of caring for me anymore. He could only follow the rules.
I thought the Tranquil were cut off from the Fade forever.
When you're tranquil, you never think on your life before. But it's like the Fade itself is inside Anders, burning like a sun.
What did you do? Not the Fade part, the angry glowing bit.
It's like a gateway to the Fade inside you, glowing like a beacon.
I have some unique circumstances, yes. But Karl, what happened? How did they get you?
The Templars here are far more vigilant than in Ferelden. They found a letter I was writing you. You cannot imagine it, Anders. All the color, all the music in the world, gone. I would gladly give up my magic. But this... I'll never be whole again.
The poor man.
Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Karl, no.
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
The Tranquil I've met seem content with their lot. Maybe it's not that bad.
You have no idea. Your emotions, your dreams, everything stripped away on someone's whim. If I were made tranquil, I would wish for a friend compassionate enough to kill me. Karl, I'm sorry.
Now! It's fading! Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.
I would rather die than be tranquil. Help him. My sister calls being tranquil a fate worse than death. Give him peace. So, let me guess. This is the part where you tell me you're an abomination.
You're wrong. but not far wrong.
That wasn't normal magic you just did, was it?
This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthine, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages in Thedas face every day.
And that's different than a demon?
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
This spirit sounds like a useful friend to have.
He was far better to me than I have been to him.
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So, you have this spirit of justice living in your head?
It's not like that. He's gone now. He's part of me. It's not like we can have a conversation. I feel his thoughts as my own. Not even the greatest scholar could tell you where I end and he begins.
This is obviously difficult for you.
For him, we'll be hunted for sure now.
I thought I was helping my friend. He would have died, I guess. If that even means anything. And he wanted to help me. He knew what mages have suffered.
That really didn't look like a happy, benevolent spirit from where I was standing.
The Templars will think the same. We're friends with a monster.
Since when is justice happy? Justice is righteous. Justice is hard.
You tried to help a friend. Surely no harm can come of that?
I wish I still had your innocence. There was too much hatred in me. Justice thought he would overcome that.
Of course. No harm ever comes from good intentions, even when magic is involved.
Normally, I would argue that. I wanted to do well by justice, I really did.
So he's a demon now?
No. He is a spirit whose only purpose is to see the innocent saved and the guilty punished.
This is obviously difficult for you.
I thought I was helping my friend. He would have died, I guess. If that even means anything. And he wanted to help me. He knew what mages have suffered. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, but I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
Can justice ever be separated from you?
I don't think so. The only way a spirit has ever been separated from a living host is by its death. The curses of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
So that explains your whole sexy, tortured look.
Perhaps I should check a looking glass more often. I've rarely met a man who says such things so openly. But you're obviously a rare man. My maps are yours. As am I, if you wish me to join your expedition. I thought I was done with the Grey Wardens. But if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here. Perhaps I should check a looking glass more often. I had not thought to ever find a woman who would look past what I just said.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You're the first one I've ever told this. Thank you for not running away.
Wow. Your problems make mine seem small.
Here. These are all the documents I have for this area. I can understand if you would rather me not join you personally. I cannot control my need for vengeance. I would ask no one to take on the danger of traveling with me. I will be here in my clinic if you need me. I had a friend like you once. Got in all kinds of trouble. Dragged me along. Didn't think I'd be doing that again. I got a bit weighty the last time we talked. Sorry for putting that on you.
You'd be surprised how people just tell me their darkest secrets. I must look trustworthy.
You look... something. true. Proud. Like, even if you don't agree with me, you'll be honest. I hope I didn't seem too selfish when I told you about justice. I didn't know what would happen. I figured a willing host, a friend. It had to be better than playing the demon and haunting some corpse.
Well, he can't complain about his looks anyway.
No, don't go there. That's not going to end well. I don't want to hurt you.
Why would you hurt me?
You saw what I did in the Chantry. That's who I am. A year ago, maybe we could have had something. But I'm not that man anymore. I'll break your heart. And that might kill me as surely as the Templars.
You can tell me anything.
Anything? Be careful what you offer.
Keep your personal issues to yourself. Our relationship is strictly professional.
Understood.
We can't always predict the outcome of our actions. We can only make them with a true heart.
Well, under that scruffy exterior, I think you've got a bit of a soft heart yourself. I'm sorry, I shouldn't presume. We've hardly met and I feel like I know you. Am I making you uncomfortable?
Doesn't mean I want you to stop.
I'll keep that in mind.
I don't want you thinking about me that way.
Everyone wants to control my thoughts. Fine. I hear you. Strictly professional. Kind, wise, and beautiful. You must have made a deal with some demons yourself.
Keep telling me I'm beautiful. You can't go wrong with that.
Oh, I'm sure I can get more creative. No, I shouldn't do this. I don't want to hurt you.
Hurt me? I might like it.
No. I warn you, though. I'm not a safe man to get involved with. I'll hurt you.
I'm a big girl. I can make my own decisions.
Still creepy.
Fine. What would you do? How would you try to stand against the Templars? You're lucky they never found you. Most of us, they hunt us down before we've even learned our letters.
Spirits aren't meant to inhabit human bodies. That's what demons do.
The Templars have everything. For 1,000 years they've had the Knights, the Lyrium, the bloody Maker on their side. Growing up in the Circle, everything is about order and rules and the Templars. The apprentices, we found ways to make that bearable. Karl and I, he was the first. We could forget that out in the world, we were nothing but Templar slaves. We hadn't been together for a long time. But still, it hurt.
You and Karl?
I've always believed people fall in love with a whole person, not just a body. Why would you shy away from loving someone just because they're like you? Does it bother you that I've been with men?
I'm just glad it didn't take me any longer to find out.
It's hard to believe Karl is dead. And at my hand. Damn the Templars. I should have come to Kirkwall sooner.
I just had never considered.
Well, perhaps I'll give you time to consider then. In as much detail as you fancy. This is hardly the time or place, anyway. Not after Karl.
What if we just get back to the flirting part?
I wish it were that easy. But I have this voice inside me, this drive for justice. When I think about the Templars, it's unbearable.
No one should have to go through that.
It's the bloody Templars. You know how it is. They don't see us as people. They don't care that Karl was someone's son. Someone's lover.
Oh, there's an image I didn't need.
Well, pardon me. If you're born with magic, they hear about it. They search your little rat-spit village and find you. They tell your parents they'll be thrown in prison if they ever ask about you. Stripped of their rights in the eyes of the Maker. And if you run away, they hunt you down. Again, and again, and again.
You're starting to glow again.
And since yours is the only head here, and I don't want to rip it off, I should stop. Yes. Sorry. Besides, we have so much to do before the Deep Roads. Next time, I'll try to keep to more pleasant topics.
You're speaking from personal experience.
Andraste's words were that magic must not rule over man.
It is not ruling to simply wish for the same rights as any man. Doesn't every mage deserve the freedom you've had?
But I shouldn't say that too loudly. I don't want you hurt just for knowing me.
Mages are dangerous. Would you have the Templars leave them to the demons?
Magic is a tool, same as a bow or sword. Would you cut off a child's hands to ensure he never wields one in anger? For 1,000 years we've bowed to them. But someday that will change.